Well, there are big updates and back-to-back news breaks as far as the embezzlement row of Ram Temple donations is concerned. Reports now suggest that there's a 40% commission angle which is under the lens as well. According to reports, 40% commission allegedly was received when it comes to handling of donation. Sources also suggest that no clean chit has been given to anyone at this stage of the probe, and that also includes the top office bearers. We're also given to understand that the SIT in its preliminary findings has highlighted serious lapses when it comes to management, lapses when it comes to administration, and of course, management of the staff of the temple trust. We'll also try and go across to my colleague Adeep to get you more details. This is what we are picking up as of now. Big developments, and every single day there are new angles that are being unearthed. Adeep, if you can hear me, tell us all about the 40% commission. What we are also picking up is that, the top office bearers continue to remain under the lens.
Well, Swati, see, there's an allegation that a senior trust member received 40% of the commission in the embezzlement that took place in the Ram Temple with regards to the donation that are being received in the Ram Temple. Now, these are merely just allegations, and the SIT and the police both are going to investigate on this angle. But what we are learning from the sources is that there were talks about the 40% commission, and a senior trust member received the 40% commission with regards to the embezzlement that took place in the Ram Temple. Apart from that, the SIT as of now, Swati, has not exonerated any of the member, because most of the opposition parties, they were claiming that only these the individuals who were working at the lower post, those who were involved in the collecting and counting, they have been framed. But as of now, SIT hasn't exonerated any of the senior members or anyone else in the case. And if needed, if the SIT thinks that there are certainly more people involved in this case, they will surely be named in the FIR and the SIT investigation as well, Swati.
Absolutely. Adeep, do stay on with us. What we are also given to understand is that the entire probe has now also reached at the doorstep of the top leadership of Ram Temple Trust. Champat Rai was questioned, according to sources, for over 3 hours. Now, whatever information he shared is going to be cross-verified with the written testimonies and the documentary evidence that the officials have. What we are picking up is that Champat Rai has denied allegations of theft, of being involved in theft. He, in fact, claims that he was prompt when it comes to taking action, and that FIR was registered. As far as appointments are concerned, because there are specific questions that were asked about individuals like Tinu Yadav. Now, Mr. Champat Rai says these individuals have been associated with the temple trust for a long time, and Anil Mishra and Gopal Rao are also involved when it comes to the appointment of Tinu Yadav. A lot of questions were unanswered by Mr. Champat Rai. He'll be called in again, is what we're given to understand. We're also given to understand there was a system that was put in place, a memorandum of understanding sorts between the bank and the members of the trust, and there were a lot of agreements that were agreed upon. For example, the presence of both bank officials and the trust members was mandatory, especially while opening the donation boxes during the counting process. There was also a uniform that was suggested, a dress code that was suggested, part of the MOU, rotation of these officials, and a lot of these norms were flouted. Let me go across to Adeep. He continues to be with us on the broadcast. Adeep, what we're given to understand is that there was a system that was put in place, and the norms of that system was flouted because, number one, that particular system said that there should be a rotation of these officials on duty. But later it was found that a lot of officials flouting the norms continued to be part of the trust and the counting process for extended periods. Plus, the dress code was not followed, and the presence of the officials and the trust members that was mandatory was not followed as well.
Well, Swati, it was the most crucial system that was set up between the Temple Trust and the SBI, that there will be bank officials and as well as the trust officials whenever the donation boxes will be opened, whenever there will be the counting of the cash. Officials from both the sides, they will be present at that particular point. Apart from that, there was a dress code system that was put in between the Temple Trust and the bank, and these dress code should have been followed by all the people, those who were involved in the counting. The dress code was simply that they will be wearing something which has no pockets on their clothes, so that they cannot carry anything with them. Apart from that, they were understanding that they can be frisking, a random frisking of the person, those who are involved in the collecting and counting of the cash. But what we have learned from the sources is that none of this was followed during the counting and collecting of the cash, and which eventually led to the siphoning of the money. Because if they would have been following this particular system, if the staff would have changed on a rotational basis, then perhaps this embezzlement wasn't possible. But because of this, they were not following this due procedure. The embezzlement took place in the Ram Temple Trust, Swati.
Right. Absolutely. Adeep, do stay on with us because there's a lot of politics happening on the issue as well. The UP Congress chief, Mr. Ajay Rai, has alleged that he, along with other Congress leaders, were going to offer their prayers at Ram Temple, but they were put under house arrest. So they were stopped from visiting the Ram Temple. He, of course, is accusing the Yogi government and the Yogi administration of doing so. BJP has hit back. The Congress says it will continue to seek accountability as far as the theft is concerned. BJP says these are the very same people who did not at one point want to even acknowledge the existence of Lord Ram. Let's listen to the reactions coming in.
आज हम सब लोगों को भगवान श्री राम के दर्शन अयोध्या में करने थे। उसके लिए हम लोगों ने एक अपना प्रतिनिधि मंडल बनाया था, जो मेरे नेतृत्व में भगवान से चल के प्रार्थना करेगा, दर्शन करेगा और चल के जो ये चढ़ावा चोरी, जो चंदा चोरी, जो जमीन घोटाला, ये सब करके भगवान राम के इस पवित्र स्थान को जो बदनाम करने का काम आरएसएस और बीजेपी ने किया है। हम लोगों को कल रात से ही हमारे साथियों को हमें हाउस अरेस्ट किया गया होटल में, और फिर रात को पुलिस वहां पहुंचकर लगभग 11:30 बजे हमें वहां से जबरदस्ती गिरफ्तार करके आचार्य नरेंद्र देव कृषि विश्वविद्यालय के गेस्ट हाउस में लाकर रखा गया है और पूरी तरीके से प्रताड़ित किया जा रहा है और दर्शन करने से रोका जा रहा है।
कांग्रेस प्रदेश अध्यक्ष अजय राय जी की धर्मपत्नी आज हमारे पति चंदा चोरी मुद्दे को उठाने के लिए अयोध्या गए हुए हैं और कल उनको जनप्रतिनिधियों के साथ दर्शन करना था, लेकिन आज ही अयोध्या के होटल में रुके थे, वहाँ उनको गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है और उनको कहाँ लेके गया गया है ये परिवार वालों को नहीं बताया गया है। हम लोग बहुत परेशान हैं, इस सरकार से उनकी जान को खतरा है।
जो लोग जो है वो राम मंदिर को लेकर के जो है वो अभी तक विरोध करते रहे, उसके राम जन्मभूमि पर श्री राम जन्मभूमि पर जो है वो राम जी का जन्म हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, उसका जो है वो गुड़ा भाग करते रहे, उसके जो है वो सबूत और सवाल बताते और पूछते रहे। वो आज इस पे चिंता कर रहा है, मुझे उस पे आश्चर्य हो रहा है। उसमें ये भी लग रहा है कि उनकी जो है वो इस धूर्ततापूर्ण धुन जो है वो उनको धूल धूसित करेगी।
Asudin Owaisi has also joined this bandwagon of opposition leaders hitting out at the Yogi government at the Temple Trust, but his statement has sparked a massive controversy. Asudin Owaisi says if a Muslim person were to be part of the trust, then strict action would have been taken against that individual, which would have included bulldozer action. The house of that individual would have been demolished and the case would have been closed quickly. Now, that has raised several concerns, sparked a debate about selectivity and the state of law and order. Listen in.
अगर ट्रस्ट में गलती हो गई, उस ट्रस्ट में एक मुसलमान को तुम मेंबर बना लेते और बाद में जब ये घोटाला सामने आया तुम उस मुसलमान को ले जाकर एनकाउंटर कर देते, बुलडोजर से उसका घर तोड़ देते, केस क्लोज्ड। चंपक तो मजे में है, चंपक कभी पूरे चंपक मजे में है। आप बताइए क्या हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है बताइए आप। किसका घर नहीं तोड़ा जा रहा है, जिनको गिरफ्तार किया गया उनको पुलिस कस्टडी भी नहीं ली जाती। अब शायद आज के बाद, मेरे बोलने के बाद शायद कल पुलिस कस्टडी ले लेंगे। बताओ आज क्या हो रहा है उत्तर प्रदेश में।
Well, Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, has been responding to all these allegations and criticism from the opposition. Hitting out at the opposition, he says those who denied existence of Ram today are talking about faith and want to visit Ayodhya.
वह कांग्रेस जो 2017 के पहले राम के अस्तित्व को ही नकार चुकी थी, श्री कृष्ण के अस्तित्व को ही नकार चुकी थी, आज वो भी कहती है कि राम तो सबके हैं, अब ये लोग सब मचल रहे हैं अयोध्या जाने के लिए। ये विरासत के सम्मान की बात हो या नौजवानों को नौकरी देने की बात। आज मुझे अच्छा लगता है जब हम लोग उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार में कोई सरकारी विज्ञापन निकालते हैं, उत्तर प्रदेश के नौजवान नौकरी प्राप्त करते हैं। यूपी के अंदर आज के दिन पर जो चीजें हैं, मैं देखता हूं जब कोई सरकारी नौकरी के हम नियुक्ति पत्र वितरित करते हैं, रामपुर के भी नौजवानों को नियुक्ति पत्र मिलता है, तो मुझे अच्छा लगता है। ये नौजवान 2017 के पहले वंचित थे।
Adeep continues to be with us on the broadcast. So on one hand, Adeep, the investigation is gathering pace. There are a lot of angles that are coming to fore. On the other, the political war of words intensifying as well. Yogi Adityanath heading up the opposition saying they, till about yesterday, were not even willing to acknowledge the existence of Ram, and today they are talking about faith and want to visit Ayodhya.
I will certainly, Swati, see both the Congress party and the Samajwadi party, they are using this opportunity, what they have got through the embezzlement that has taken place in Ram Temple. They are using it for their political gains, and they are not trying to miss the opportunity. They are continuously attacking the BJP government, the Uttar Pradesh government. They are saying that it is of the BJP that such an embezzlement has taken place. But on the other hand, we have Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who has swiftly responded to both the Congress party and Samajwadi party. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has reminded them that they never worked for the Ram Temple, and now they are talking about the welfare of the Ram Temple. These are the same people who have always been making statements against the Ayodhya, against Ram Temple, but suddenly they are now coming in favor of the Ram Temple, and this only shows that this is just an politics of opportunism which both the Congress party and the Samajwadi party is doing.
Right. All right, Adeep, keep tracking all the developments and we'll keep coming back to you. For now, we're shifting our focus to some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast from the state of Tamil Nadu. Another resignation and another setback for the AIADMK. Mr. Vijayabaskar, who resigned from his MLA post yesterday, has now quit the AIADMK as well. That's what we're given to understand. He said that he wasn't able to come to terms with the fact that attempts were made to bring ADMK to power with the help of evil force. And he's referring to the DMK here. He says that the ADMK wanted to bring AIADMK to power by joining hands with DMK. He's calling it an evil force. Let's go across to Dharni, who's getting us more details. Dharni, another setback for the AIADMK, but Mr. Vijayabaskar has cited some reasons that clearly are going to unsettle a lot in the AIADMK. Something that, was spoken about when the entire government formation exercise was taking place in Tamil Nadu.
Well, definitely, earlier, there were speculations that there was an idea about the DMK and the AIADMK coming together to prevent the TVK from forming the government. So, in fact, many regional parties, smaller parties here in Tamil Nadu, they have told that they came across these kinds of discussions at the time before the TVK government was formed. And now, M.R. Vijayabaskar, who is a very strong man in the Karur region of Tamil Nadu, he has quit the AIADMK. In fact, yesterday he resigned from the Karur Assembly constituency, and today he has quit from the AIADMK. And he says that he was not able to come to terms with the fact that attempts were made to bring AIADMK to power with the help of DMK, because for almost 50 years now, the AIADMK has been politically fighting the DMK. In fact, the AIADMK was launched to politically fight the DMK by Mr. MGR. After fighting the DMK in politics, from the ground for 50 years, he is not able to come to terms with the fact that Edapadi Palaniswamy was ready to join hands with the same DMK for the sake of becoming a chief minister. So this is something that is completely unacceptable to him, and it won't be morally right for him to continue in the party after this particular instance. So he is not able to come to terms with this fact, and he wants to part ways with the AIADMK, is what M.R. Vijayabaskar has told in this particular statement. In fact,
absolutely. We keep tracking all the developments. We are moving on now, shifting our focus to the state of Karnataka. Now, it's very interesting. From Sadak to Sansad, we saw the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, along with other Congress leaders and leaders of the INDI bloc, lead a very fierce political campaign against the entire S.I.R exercise. The allegation that they leveled against the Election Commission was that this entire exercise was carried out to manipulate the voter list, to target the marginalized community, to ensure that a genuine voter is deleted from the voter list. Now, there's an interesting political twist which is emerging from a Congress-ruled state, that is Karnataka, where the Chief Minister, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, has linked S.I.R exercise to government welfare benefits. He is urging people to ensure that their name is there in the electoral roll so that they don't miss out on the government welfare benefits. Listen to that statement to believe it.
ಯಾರು ಮತದಾನದ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಮತದಾನ ಹಕ್ಕು ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನಾದ್ರು ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ಸಿಕ್ಕುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು. ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ಫುಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಆದೇಶ ನನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಆದೇಶ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಲಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ PDS ಬೆನಿಫಿಷರೀಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆದೇಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
So what's interesting is that Karnataka has become the first state to link the S.I.R exercise to the government welfare benefits, to say that if you are a voter in the state of Karnataka, then you are eligible for the welfare schemes and benefits that the government is offering. Why are we talking about this? Because the S.I.R exercise has begun in the state of Karnataka from today. Let me just take you through some data that is coming to fore in terms of the number of officials who are working on it. So there are 68,000 officials who are carrying out this S.I.R exercise in the state of Karnataka now. 59,050 booth level officers have been deployed for the same purpose. They are going to cover around 5.5 crore electors. That includes 1.8 crore households. And there's a door-to-door verification process which will take place. Let's also listen into the reaction that came in from Priyank Khadge on this.
See, very clearly we have raised 12 objections to the way S.I.R is conducted. We were expecting the CEC to reply to what our Chief Secretary has written, but unfortunately they have not done so. We will evaluate. We have asked legal questions, constitutional questions. We are asking them on the entire, that they revise their entire process, make it transparent, ensure software audits are done transparently, ensure the entire process is done transparently. But unfortunately, they have chosen not to reply. We'll see what to do in a couple of days.
So you heard reactions both from the Chief Minister of Karnataka and another minister, Mr. Priyank Khadge as well. Now let's listen into what Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, said earlier about the entire S.I.R process.
मैं आपको इस स्टेट से कह रहा हूं कि पूरे हिंदुस्तान में विधानसभा के चुनाव, लोकसभा के चुनाव चोरी किए जा रहे हैं और इनकी आखिरी साजिश ये है कि बिहार में S.I.R करके नए वोटरों को जोड़कर, वोटरों को काटकर ये बिहार का चुनाव चोरी करें। और मैं और हम सब स्टेट से आपको कहने आए हैं कि हम इन्हें ये चुनाव चोरी नहीं करने देंगे।
Let's go across to my colleague Akshara, who's getting us more details. Akshara, a lot of interesting developments taking place in Karnataka. Rahul Gandhi said that he and his party will fight tooth and nail against the S.I.R process and said it was being done to manipulate the voter list. But D.K. Shivakumar has taken a completely different stand. He says that voters must participate. In a way, that's what he's saying when he urges them to ensure their name is in the electoral roll, because otherwise they will not be eligible for welfare schemes, benefits of the welfare schemes in Karnataka.
Well, yes, that's what the statement coming in from the Karnataka Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar. Ahead of the enumeration process that is taking place today, D.K. Shivakumar gave a statement pertaining to the S.I.R process. In this particular statement, he is clearly seen stating that every individual must take part in the enumeration process, and also cautioned that if they do not take part in this enumeration process, get the all details sorted out, they will not be eligible in order to obtain all the central government and even state government schemes. So that's what the statement, that contradictory to Rahul Gandhi's statement that has come in from DK Shivkumar, and is also further went on to add that all the details pertaining to this will have to be given properly, and it should be done in a proper manner, and also stated quoted the example of West Bengal. He had a government order copy from the West Bengal government, and he stated that many individuals who were not eligible for this particular S.I.R process, the voter rights, they were not given the PDS scheme. They were not eligible to get the ration, the rice and all the other commodities under the PDS scheme. So that's what DK Shivkumar is saying, and yes, it has created a buzz, this particular statement of DK Shivkumar pertaining to this S.I.R process, and the BJP is also stating that through this DK Shivkumar is manipulating.
So DK Shivkumar is saying that if the name will appear on voter list, only then will these benefits, because there are some guarantee schemes that the Karnataka government runs, only then benefits as per those welfare schemes will be provided. And Karnataka, Akshara, becomes the first state, in taking that decision. The S.I.R exercise happened in other states as well. We haven't heard of anything like that, linking S.I.R to government welfare schemes.
Well, you see, we're yet to receive complete details from the officials pertaining to linking of voting right and voting details linked to the PDF schemes or various other central government or the state government schemes. But Chief Minister, as I mentioned earlier, he has stated and given the example of the West Bengal government order. He has clearly stated that there was a PDS scheme in the West Bengal where rice and other commodities were given, and the individuals who were found ineligible after the S.I.R process, they missed out on availing these PDS scheme, is what Karnataka Chief Minister DK Shivkumar has said, and stating this example.
All right, so he's citing, he's saying this is happening in West Bengal and other states as well. And he's urging people to ensure their name is there in the voter list, or else they might not be eligible for the welfare schemes. Akshara, stay on with us. We have some breaking inputs coming in. Reports of clashes breaking out between Congress and BJP workers. We're given to understand this has happened over the S.I.R exercise in Chamarajpet. There was a verbal altercation over the special intensive revision exercise, as Congress alleges officials began the process without full BLO deployment. So tension prevailed on day one of S.I.R exercise in Chamarajpet. There are visuals coming in as well. This after Congress and BJP polling agents engaged in a heated argument. Akshara is with us on the broadcast. Akshara, take us through the details.
Well, this incident is said to have taken place in Bengaluru's Chamarajpet. As you can see, clash broke out between BJP and Congress workers here. Now, the Congress workers are stating that, in this particular area where this S.I.R process was taking place, that the BLO officers were said to be 31 officers should have been present, but only 14 officials were present at the time of the process taking place there. And also they stated that they were with the BJP representatives and Congress representatives were not present, and without them this process commenced. This is what the allegation that is coming in from the Congress. And following this verbal altercation has also broken out in that particular booth, and following this, as you can see in the visuals, the Congress workers and the BJP workers have clearly clashed in this particular Chamarajpet area, and has to be seen whether the police officials would have intervened and also taken a stock of the situation. But yes, the allegation coming in is that only 14 BLOs were present, and 30 out of the 31 BLOs there.
All right, but they're also alleging that the officials held discussions with only BJP representatives and Congress representatives were ignored. Those are the allegations leveled, after which the clashes broke out. Thank you, Akshara, for getting us the inputs. Quick break. With that, we have a lot more lined up on the other side. Stay on with us.